Welcome everybody to another tank update. Okay, so as you can see, this isn't a tank anymore. This used to be where my 75-gallon Build-A-Reef tank was. Plans had to change. As you can see, I'm not sure if you can see, try to make it a little easier to see. There's a bit of a blue hue. As we go this way, the blue gets stronger. You will see that 75-gallon has transformed into a 35-gallon Red Sea 130D Max tank. The 130D Max has a hood on it. The hood has T5s in it. I threw that shit away and I upgraded to a black box model light, timer light. Not sure if you guys can see that, but yeah, it's a timer light that I had on my other video. Let me see. There you go. You can see it now. The timer light on there. But so yeah. So the story with this tank is I went to a buddy of mine's house. He was moving. He had this tank running for a couple of years now, and he was going to leave it in the house with no electricity. And he felt bad because his kids watched this clownfish grow. So he gave it to me. At the time, I showed up. I didn't see the clownfish. I dropped the water to right above the sand level, and I moved the tank. I put all the water in these plastic bins, and 2 days later, so I was gonna move it in here, and I had this tank in the 75. My wife asked me, I had to either pick between one of the tanks or her. I mean, she splits the rent. Oh yeah, I wish. So anyways, I got rid of the 75-gallon, which was going to be a project that I'm probably gonna take on a little bit later on. But he called me a couple days later and said, "Yo, how's the clownfish doing?" And I said, "What clownfish?" He was like, "The clownfish you left in the bucket." Now, mind you, I left this clownfish in a bucket with the lid on in Miami's 80-degree heat. And for 2 days. And when I went there on the third day to my mother-in-law's house where the bucket was, he was still kicking. So I told myself I have to set this tank up immediately. I have to. He's a survivor. And he deserves it. So first thing I did, I set it up. I had this running since, I don't know, a couple of weeks now with rocks in it, the live sand that was already in it. And I took those rocks out for fear of having bristleworms. And I was right, because it did have bristleworms. The rocks dried out and there was a bunch of bristleworms in the rocks. I kicked up the sand, made sure there was none in the sand, and then I put this dry rock in there. So, the moral of the story is, we are now going to watch this 130 Red Sea. We're now going to watch this 130 Red Sea evolve from what it is, from just dry rock, which is what this is, all the way to a fully established reef tank. So I also got him a home. Hopefully he utilizes it. Beautiful, beautiful. If you don't know anything about the Red Sea, it's basically a BioCube. A little bit better than the BioCube. It has upgraded lighting, which isn't as good enough for me. I got that the fuck out of here. It has a upgraded skimmer over the BioCube and the Nuvo. But what really sets this apart is there's a timer that goes here for the original light that's built into the tank. Obviously, I don't have that there either. And there's this really cool power strip. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a power strip right here where I could shut off everything, the heater, the pumps, all that stuff. And on the other two tanks that we mentioned, it has only one pump, whereas this one has 2 outlet pumps, 1 and 2. And yeah, for the most part, I'm loving this tank. Loving the tank with the new light on it. And just in case I have to do water changes or anything like that, I could just move this thing to the side, do what I gotta do, and then I could just grab it and move it back. Well, I don't want to move it too much. I'd hate for you guys to see me watch a light fall into the tank. But yeah, so in order to do that, I just grab these clamps. I don't know if you guys can see them. Here you go. I just grab these clamps and I put these clamps on the back of the stand, and voila. Instant tank mount. Well, alright guys, I'll let you know as this tank evolves what goes in it. As of right now, it's very basic. We have, I don't know if I should name him Clark Kent for Superman or Leonidas from 300. Got his little house here, and then we got some, yeah, we got some green star polyps. Well, anyways, guys, this video is long enough. I'm glad you stayed for my story. If you didn't stay for my story, then, well, go to hell. But if you're still watching, thanks. Have a good one.